Hello everyone, Recabilly here, and welcome to another CSGO Overwatch demo review. I feel like we're moving a little fast. Are we moving fast? No, it's at 100. Wow, this guy's like freaking flying through the map. Welcome to another CSGO Overwatch demo review. This is the show where we catch ourselves a cheater, a griefer, or somebody's completely innocent and we're gonna save them from being banned by some guy who just thought he was cheating or griefing. Let's go ahead and see this suspect here on Inferno. Rip Inferno. Suspect sitting at 15 kills, 0 assists, and 10 deaths. He had some pretty good plays there, I must say. But were they legit? We'll find out right now, shall we? Alright, looks like the enemy is coming up. He does take the peek and gets the kills, which is actually a really smart thing to do in this case. He pushes through the fire. Yeah, he played that perfectly. Honestly, there was nothing too fishy about that. All of his bullets hit, but he was aiming in very easy spots. So, I don't know. I didn't see anything weird about that whatsoever. He just had a really good play right there. And the MP9. MP9? Yeah, MP9. Definitely one of my favorite weapons to use, especially in that kind of situation. I hate players who play like this, where they just like run around for the longest time and they're like switching their weapons and they're spinning around and they're jumping and like, come on, just stick to what you're doing. Watch one spot, please, and focus. The thing that sucks the most is usually they're the better players than me. It sucks because I'd be the one focused, ready for the kill, and then they'd be jumping around and flailing their guns and switching weapons constantly, and then suddenly they get an ace. Drives me insane. Alright, so we know that there's one close left, but does our suspect know? He didn't check the corner outside of the door, but he did check the corner where the enemy was. That was kind of weird. Did you see him like flailing around looking everywhere? He wasn't even checking spots. He was just looking everywhere. And I think he might be doing that purely. I like how the guy who has a kit ran away. The guy, I think he was doing that purely to cover up that he is walling, potentially. Because I don't know, that seemed like fake as all hell. He wasn't looking at what do you call it? Grenade out. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Grenade. Look, what is he doing? He's just running around and switching his weapon, throwing a grenade every once in a while. He runs around again. Come on, just stick to one spot, please. You're driving me insane. Huh. Did you see that? How he reacted to people who weren't even there yet? And he also might potentially have the B-hops, but so far he hasn't done anything that's too crazy. He's done a few good jumps, but like I said, nothing that's too crazy. See, he just failed a jump, so that tells me that he possibly does not have those B-hops. But what is he doing? He's just running around. What are you doing, guy? He failed another jump there. Okay, so I don't think he has the B-hops. He might be just a really good, you know, B-hopper. If that's what you want it to be called. Yeah, he was hiding behind the pillar. What were you shooting at? Oh, nice shot, but that, like, this is our suspect. We have to make sure that that's not aim assistance. So let's slow things down a little bit for this shot. He doesn't get the headshot, but he does kind of flick up. Nope. Not connecting. Alright, I'm not seeing anything that says aim assistance there. He did kind of shoot at the guy behind the smoke a couple times, even though he missed each shot. He was looking directly at him as he shot. So in my opinion, I think it was pretty obvious that he was walling, but I did not see anything that said external assistance, griefing, or aim assistance. Now, what I was saying earlier is that he was, after he got that kill onto A's site, pushing, or as the bomb was planted and they were trying to defuse, they were checking all the corners, right? They were checking all the corners. Look at how he was just flailing his gun around. He wasn't looking anywhere. He didn't bother looking into apartments. He didn't bother checking around the corner by boiler. He didn't look behind the boxes in sight. No, he was just throwing his crosshair around wherever, running around in circles. Every once in a while, he'd look at the bomb and then look somewhere else. And he purposely, like the one spot he didn't look, guess what? Pit. And he waited until his teammate looked into pit before he went after it. So that is what kind of drove me insane. Now the reason why I'm convicting this player of using vision assistance is because of the many times that he would kind of shoot at the player behind the pillar, for one. That was definitely interesting. And then the other time when he was going to be, and through the wall, I'm assuming this is exactly what I see. He notices, oh, there are two people about to peek me, so mid bunny hop, he decides to strafe right and hide behind the nearest wall that he could. Like the timing on that, as soon as they were visible, and then he decides to suddenly turn, you can tell it wasn't what he was planning to do the entire time, because it was mid-air when he turned, not during the jump, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this definitely was a vision assistance in my opinion. Guys, if you play like that, if you play like jumping around and flailing your gun everywhere and shooting every once in a while and switching weapons, what does it do for you? I need to know. Like, I'm not trying to bash it. I'm just trying to understand it, because there are people who do this and they're a lot better than me, and I don't know why. It's so crazy, because I'm thinking, if you want to be good, you got to focus. You got to pay attention to the spot that you should be watching and get the shots as they come up. But players like this, they're just like running around and they're like switching weapons, and I don't know what they're doing. They're just jumping everywhere, and then suddenly they peek and boom, they get a kill. And then they keep doing it, jumping around, switching weapons, peek, boom, they get a kill. I don't understand it. It drives me insane. All right, this is my verdict. Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below, and let's move on to the next suspect. Here we go with our second suspect on Dust 2. And I will check. Let's check it now. Okay, suspect sitting at 9 kills, 3 assists, and 5 deaths with a 44% headshot percentage. I need to say that sentence better. He has 44% headshot. Or he has 44 headshot percentage. His headshot percentage is 44. Anyway, this is our second suspect, and we need to determine, is this person a cheater, a griefer? Is he an in-betweener? Otherwise innocent. What should we convict this player of? We shall find it right now. So we got one person on catwalk that he is focusing his firepower on right now, and his teammate just throws that. Oh, the nade was perfect. The Kobe. Alright. So, I didn't see anything weird this round, but we're going to find out for sure. Is this player cheating, griefing, or is he innocent? He predicts the push of the CT, which is an excellent thing. I didn't see anything weird about that whatsoever. I've very often done that as well. That smoke, though, a little pointless in my opinion. Oh, griefing. I'm getting the feeling that we might see a little bit of aim assistance. So I'm gonna slow things down a little for this kill. That's a very common spot to pre-fire, especially if you know that there's one guy on site, so I didn't see anything weird with that. I don't know. I saw his crosshair move a little weird. I mean, it wasn't big enough to say for sure that this person is using aim assistance, which is why I slowed it down to see if he used it again, but I don't know. I didn't see it that time. I didn't see it during any of the kills, which is where it matters most. He doesn't appear to be walling. Usually if you're walling, you kind of keep your crosshair in a good position for the enemy. Ooh, that was a good shot. Nice spray. Like if you're walling and then you have an outline of an enemy or your teammates, you kind of hold your position a lot better. But he was a little unsure of where he was exiting. So I think that's fair. I think that was a legit push. I didn't see anything weird about it whatsoever. He is holding his positions very well. Now this is the kind of style that I like, where you kind of just sit there and you wait and you're like, okay, the enemy's going to be coming from this side. Let's watch this side. I cannot stand that flailing stuff we saw in the last one. Huh. Man, we missed that. I was looking over here and then he died already. I was like, oh, I should probably slow it down. Dead. Oh, that's a shame. But it did look kind of crazy how he just flicked towards him and got that spray down. But I couldn't tell if it looked weird or not because I wasn't really... Ooh. Wow. I don't know how that wasn't a headshot, honestly. That was interesting. Good play by our suspect. He predicted that angle perfectly with the guy pushing down. I mean, his teammate did see him push down, but I mean, oh, whew, that angle was great. So it looks like he may have spotted a terrorist in T-spawn. It was like the perfect timing for it as well. So let's see if he acts on it, which it does seem like he's trying to do. Oh, the aim punch gets him. That's what you get for not having armor, sir. Yes, it was first round. But I usually buy armor on first round because of that stupid aim punch. Yep, I think it's safe to say he's not using aim assistance. I'm not seeing anything weird about it. He is getting the nice sprays though. Is he gonna get the... Aw, he doesn't get the last kill. That's a shame. He almost had a nice ace there. To be honest, I'm not seeing anything wrong with this player. I'm not sure why he was reported. I mean, yeah, he got some good plays, but it's not like they were even weird plays. It was just like a spray down and nothing, not like a bunch of headshots in a row. It's not like a bunch of 1Ds or jumping scouts or something like that. It's an SMG. You're all in one spot and he sprayed you all down, which is why I'm thinking they reported him, but I don't think it's a good enough reason to report somebody. Not that it's bad. Like, if you suspect anybody of cheating, regardless of how heavy they are cheating, I think you should report them and let Overwatchers like myself determine whether or not they are actually cheating. So I'm not complaining about this. I'm just questioning why they even thought he was cheating to begin with. He did kind of peek that angle perfectly, but again, that's not enough for us to say this person is walling, especially since we've seen so many instances where he's not walling. where he kind of walks around a corner and gets surprised, or he's walking through a smoke with an enemy right around it, and he doesn't know where he is in the smoke, and he doesn't know exactly where to walk out. So I don't know. I don't know. Alright, looks like we had ourselves an innocent player. I'm going to put insufficient evidence on everything. If you guys want to see a third suspect, you guys got to be a patron. Patreon members who are supporting me get to see a third suspect. And we're going to get into that right after this. So this guy, he was definitely interesting because he got some nice plays. He did some really good rounds there, and I don't think any of it was really strange though. It was just, you know, an average good day for a regular player, I think. So I didn't see anything worth even considering reporting other than the aim assistance, and that wasn't even like, oh, he got a crazy amount of headshots. It was just because I saw his crosshair move slightly weird at one moment, and it could have just been a demo thing. I don't even think I would be able to find it again if I looked for it, but it was weird. I just, nothing strange, like nothing out of the ordinary. It didn't snap to anybody's head. It just moved a little weird. So I don't know. Could have been him. So I'm gonna submit this. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. And we're gonna get into that third suspect right now. You and me, patrons. Let's go. Thanks for watching, everyone else. You guys stay awesome. He jumped over your scope.
I'm crying.
An episode of CSGO Overwatch demo review. Here we go with our suspect on Mirage. Finally getting away from the dust too. Oof, okay.